In 1950, George Pal Studios released what has to be one of the best science fiction space travel movies of all time, Destination Moon. Unlike most movies about space travel before and after the release of this film, it usually showed illogical traveling and some funny aliens. This film treats the concept with realism. It's entertaining enough that it doesn't feel like a lecture, but well written enough that it actually feels quite possible. In fact, most of the film deals with financing the project and creating the rocket before actually traveling and landing on the moon. Okay, so this film is really good. Why am I talking about it on my VCR series? Well, spoiler alert if you want to be surprised like I did when I first saw it. I began watching it completely unaware of a certain guest star. As I said, part of this film deals with financing the project. The scientists need to convince millionaires to invest in creating the rocket ship and showing how it was possible to do so. Sounds a bit boring, right? Well, the men in charge show them a film featuring, as he puts it, one of Hollywood's greatest stars to explain. They all sit down, and from the screen we hear... Yes, it's Woody Woodpecker. Yeah, this film includes a Woody Woodpecker cartoon short created just for this movie. That's not only funny, it's actually really creative, literally showing us an animated version of the mission before the movie shows us the actual mission. I also really love the millionaire's reaction. They aren't these pompous stereotypes. They both laugh at Woody and pay attention. I love how respectful this film is to the cartoon media. The cartoon itself was produced by Woody's creator, Walter Lantz. Woody was voiced by Grace Stafford, who was Lance's wife. She would continue to do the voice for the next 20 years. Woody is a really fun character, starring in hundreds of shorts, TV appearances, and having a cameo in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. But this, I feel, is his crowning achievement. Apparently NASA would use this cartoon to show the astronauts. That's pretty awesome. There are a lot of films that guest star cartoon characters in them. I think Jerry from Anchors Away is probably the most famous one. And while innovative as those are, truly, truly innovative, there's something I really find clever about the way they use it in this one. This is really involving it within plot. The only thing I can compare it to is in Jurassic Park, when the little Mr. DNA cartoon character explains the cloning of dinosaurs. But could you imagine if the little Mr. DNA was actually like Mickey Mouse or Bugs Bunny? They should do this more often. Can you imagine if the movie The Martian had Marvin the Martian in it? Or can you imagine if the movie Gravity had Dipper and Mabel in it? Or can you imagine if Afterlife had, well, no, probably not. Either way, this film is definitely worth a check out. Like I said, the film itself is pretty good and very innovative for the 1950s. But, no surprise here, the cartoon just makes it all the more special. I give this 4 ducks. Check it out. The film itself is good, and the cartoon just adds to the fun.